Of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington football team. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
At the 13-yard line.
Being chased out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A gain of
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On 1st down, it's Scott. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Scott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run on first down. It's Scott, and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On third down, Scott. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand.
It's a turnover on downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now a throw here, hauled in, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. On the carry, it's Love. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This is Love. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run with Love. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, here's Love. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up to the line now facing a third and 10 after the incompletion. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
It's third down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brewer.
The pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's out to the left flat and complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, it's Scott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On second down now. It's Scott, and it's a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face third and short. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first run of this game.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking now.
The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And I think the ball's out. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Second and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Scott. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
Number 28.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd down, Scott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the... end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims as the first half is winding down. And Washington able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. But I will guarantee you, the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. He's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Love. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Love again. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will knot us up at 10. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Scott. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And Washington has taken the lead.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Makes this Washington 17. Cardinals 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go again with Scott, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
To Christian Kirk.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Right at the line of
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
So the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 50, check 50.
On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
So that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Check 31, check 31. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Check 48's the mark. Check 48's the mark.
On first down, it's Love. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Scott, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Check, 59, 59. Here we go.
Eluding the pressure right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
At the 2-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, pulled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's good.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Give it to Love. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Simmons on the
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Trying to toss play to Love. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Goal line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 2nd down, it's Scott, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Number 80.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down, Cardinals.
On 1st down, Scott, and he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 29-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
On the carry, this is Scott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Made by Matt Ioannidis. 1st and goal, Arizona.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
37. Cardinals 16.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They turn to Love on the handoff. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled by Isaiah.